Alright. Oh, look. I'm walking on my ship. I've been
Anyway,
doing this for hours. No, I'm not.
okay, so what was I saying about buy list now? Oh yeah.
Before you do that, before you talk about that, a little quick thing I
Oh
want
yeah,
to show off.
it's gonna be a really big rant.
Yeah, I know. I also would also like to add to this, but one thing I want to mention is this this little speed booster I'm doing here comes with a little something. Behold the power of Shine Spark. Never mind, I have to do it again. Hold
Okay.
on.
Um.
Now behold the power of Shine Spark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Hold on. Now that I showed off that thing, go ahead with your
buy list.
little. Let's go with your Byleth rant.
Okay, so, uh, with can that hurt you?
That's acid, and yes, it can.
Okay. With with Byleth as being the final DLC of the first Fighters Pass, gets a 0 out of 5 because there was no excitement. There was nothing but rage and hate. And while I've gotten over it now, the reason why I was so hateful for it at the time, A, I was incredibly sick and I wanted something to make me feel better, and I didn't get that when I saw that. B, I stayed up all freaking night from like, I don't know, the time I got up in that afternoon because I wasn't working because I was sick. So I think it was like around, I don't know, 3 p.m. to like 10 in the morning waiting for this direct because I was like, you know what, I'm not going to work. I'm just going to watch Markiplier play Doom and then wait for the direct to happen. So then we got that, and I was very disappointed. I was like, great. The minute the trailer ended, I was like, I wasted so much time. I'm going back to sleep. And then the third one is a Fire Emblem character. We already had 7.
Yeah.
So, and it's like, how are you gonna? And the fourth one, this isn't really a big problem, but this is like kind of disappointing. Is that how do you end an epic third-party like
How do you go from the likes of
Banjo?
Joker,
You go
Banjo, and Terry to fucking Byleth?
and I was just like, you guys were going so well, and then what made it? I guess this is kind of though my fault. I thought the whole Dante thing was gonna be the Devil May Cry listing.
That's what I. Oh.
Because I
Oh
thought,
no. I'll be saying my fucking piece.
but
Uh.
yeah, that's all I know is that is 0 out of 5, 0. Well, I've gotten over it, and I don't really care about it anymore. I still hate it. It's still one of the worst reveals. I would say it's actually worse than Corrin, because at least while Corrin was one of the characters, he wasn't the final character in a pass. Not only that, at the very least, there was only what I think there was only like 5 Fire Emblem characters at the time, so it wasn't that large, and there was only I think 4 in the main game, so it wasn't that much. Now there's 8. But the thing is, we're gonna have a 9th one next game. I already know there is. We're gonna have 9. Think about that. The next Smash Brothers game is gonna have 9 Fire Emblem characters, and and there's going to and that they
Assuming,
all return. Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
because remember what Sakurai said. Smash Brothers Ultimate is like the ultimate experience. If another Smash Brothers were to happen, there is no way we would get a roster quite like this.
here's the thing. Who says the next game will be done by Sakurai? Because, well, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is his last one. I really do. It looks like he's putting his. I mean, he said it himself that he's putting his absolute all into this one. Like it's his very last one. Now, yes, he
Yeah,
does that with every single game, but I think this is even. I think this is actual legitimately what he's doing because when you look at it, having over almost 120 stages, almost 100 characters. That's a lot.
yeah.
Like
But anyways,
we have almost 90 characters already. Like that's freaking ridiculous.
yeah, it's crazy. But anyways, back on the topic of Byleth.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, actually, in fact, before you move to the second Fighters Pass, let me get a little get in on this and give you mine. Um, so starting from the Inklings, I would say I would say three. Now the reason why I would say three is because the reveal of the Inklings also revealed the fact that hey, another Smash Brothers is happening.
Yeah, they didn't get a
That's pretty badass.
they didn't get really a proper trailer. It was more just like a reveal
Yeah.
for the game. They didn't get their own like themed trailer. I mean, they kind of did at the beginning, but it still is like, eh. It's very lacking in
Um.
comparison to the other trailers, really.
Everyone is here alongside with Ridley. Fucking five. That was a fucking five for me. Um. Uh.
Oh, I forgot about Dark
Castlevania.
Samus and Crumb. Two.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
the Echo Fighters.
two for both
Oh
of
yeah,
them.
Daisy. I'm gonna say a three, and the reason why no, actually four, and the reason why I say four is mainly for the fact because I was so happy that Sakurai finally gave more of a a more of a little thing for the clones. Now Echo Fighters.
Yeah, but that just made me. It's see like
Even though the Echo Fighters were very underutilized.
well, that's not entirely. It's not entirely the case. I
We're
like
at six.
well, because well, I was say like well, like Ken actually Ken's kind of different from Ryu when you actually play as him. His side special doesn't is a multi-hit while Ryu's hits once. Ken's up
Yeah.
special does more damage and goes higher. Ken's a little bit faster and not as strong as Ryu with some of his smash attacks. And Ken also has a different forward smash and back throw, which does a little I think. But Chrom also has a different up special, and I believe Dark Pit and Lucina are slightly different from Pit and Lucina or Marth, just a tiny bit. The ones that are true echoes are Dark Samus, Richter, and Daisy. They literally have no differences.
But anyways,
Oh wait,
going back to the
my
trailers,
mistake. Richter does.
Simon Belmont, that was definitely a four. Reason why I say four is because at the time I was like, wasn't that attached to Castlevania, but after have, but I still love the fact that we got Simon Belmont because like it felt like it needed it felt like it was something that needed to happen, and
Except for when you go
glad,
online and
glad it did.
except for when you go online and it makes you hate that they're in the game. So depending on what you're playing as.
Yeah. Uh, I guess Richter I would say three because like I didn't know who Richter Belmont was, so I didn't feel anything.
The only thing
But the fact that we got another Echo Fighter with a third party character, that was
yeah,
pretty sweet.
I didn't expect that actually.
So I was down with that sickness.
The only thing that I knew about Richter was he's from the game where he's like, "Begone, monster! You don't belong in this world."
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know is the memes. But yeah, the next.
Oh yeah. Then Chrom and Dark Samus, I'll give Chrom a four because, and yeah, I know crazy that I'm giving a Fire Emblem character a grade like four, but the reason why I'm giving Chrom a four is because like Chrom at the very least, like I was actually happy that he got in because after that trailer, after Robin's trailer, and I saw like Chrom was like, I suppose I'll get my chance another day,
You want
and the fact that that day finally came, I was like, okay, that's cute. I'll give him that. You know what? I'm happy for him.
You know some funny things about Chrom. Before you continue, the first thing is that Chrom is still in Robin's Final Smash, which is very weird. Even though he's a character, he also shows him up in Robin's Victory, and
yeah,
and then,
which is funny.
but then again, Mario shows up in Piranha Plant, so whatever. But
Dark Samus, that's a fucking five for me. I fucking love Dark Samus and the fact that she got upgraded into
I could have sworn you drew Dark Samus.
to an Echo Fighter. That's a yes for me.
I could have sworn you drew Dark Samus.
I did not. but I will soon.
Wait,
Uh,
can you wall jump?
yeah.
Samus can't wall jump in Smash Brothers. That's so weird.
It's one of those moves that wall jumping is one of those moves that wasn't wasn't like it wasn't like a mandatory ability. It's just something that you learn
I
as
know,
you
but I'm just
travel as you explore more into this game, and it's like, oh wow, I didn't know I could do that.
I know, but it's just more like the way the reason I'm saying is because when you look at like you say like all these people will say, well, Sakurai puts so much work and effort into all these characters. It's like, well, and he gets all these little details and everything, and it's like, well, he missed the little detail of Samus being able to wall jump.
By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, because I'm not
Yeah.
making any progress in the game right now. But if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm basically backtracking to get some of the stuff that I can get with the current items that I have. So I'm
Oh
not
yeah.
making any. I'm not progressing into the main game right now, but we will get back to that later. So
I do
like
want.
that's
Oh, all right. Well, I guess we'll just we can continue this stuff. But I do want to say one thing. I don't think you knew this, but you knew that now Lucina was in Smash 4.
yes.
The thing about Lucina is Lucina was in Smash 4, and Sakurai actually originally was going to choose Chrom as the one of the new Fire Emblem characters alongside Robin in Smash 4. He said this, but he said the reason why he didn't pick Chrom is because he was too similar to Marth. And I was just like, but that's what Lucina is. And then it
Yeah.
just doesn't make any sense. And here's the other thing that this one really made me angry because I
This one
love
really grinded your gears.
this next part, this next thing that he said, and this is because he actually said this in a one of the posts that he made, like when he did those Smash posts for the game, and it makes me angry because I love Pikmin, and he brought up the fact that he added what's his name, Alf, as an alternate costume for Olimar from Pikmin 3,
Hmm.
and then he's like, we could make him an Echo Fighter, but we decided to make him a costume because he would just be because it would be it would be more fitting for him to be a costume or whatever. And then, lo and behold, he says the reason why he decided he was going to make Dr. Mario, Dark Pit, and Lucina costumes, but he's like, yeah, I can make them into characters. And I'm just thinking like, but you literally said the reason why you didn't make Alf a character because he's too similar. You just made him a costume, but then you do the same thing. You do the exact opposite with these other three characters. I don't get it. And it made me angry because I was like, we could have had a second Pikmin character, not a fourth Fire Emblem or a seventh Mario character. But okay. And yet also still Elf is still a costume to this day, which kind of makes me disappointed, but But anyway, you go ahead and continue with after, because it's King K. Roll now.
So yeah, Dark Samus Calm. Yeah, I gave my grades. King K. Rool. If I could go anywhere high, I'll say this the same thing for Ridley. If I could go anywhere higher than a 5, then I would do that because King K. Rool definitely gets a 5 as well. Ken also a 5
You forgot
because
about
just like
Isabel.
you, I also love Ken.
You forgot about Isabel.
Incineroar, just like you, a fucking 1 because I could not care any less about Incineroar.
You forgot about
At all.
Isabel.
Oh, Isabel, 5. Because I fucking love Isabel.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, so
Piranha Plant, a 5, because that was fucking hilarious.
I hate you. I see that you have voted to give it a 5, and I voted to give it a 0 or 1. I'm sorry, we can't be friends. We have our political differences are too different.
Alright, well then I guess the series is over, guys. We can't
We're
be
done.
friends.
Yep, we can't be friends
Well,
because he supports Piranha Plant and I don't. Alright, goodbye.
bye. No. But anyways,
I'm
what
gonna
if you
I'm gonna do like a little cut there, just like a the sad freaking Mario no, not the sad music, but like the Mario World ending credits thing.
and then just kidding. It's just funny. It's haha.
Record scratch. All right, go ahead. Next character.
But anyways, now for the DLCs for Joker, that's an obvious 5 for me because unlike you, I actually did play Persona 5 and I actually really fucking loved my experience with it. So seeing Joker, that was a yes for me.
How many energy tanks can you have? Holy crap!
Oh, yeah, that much.
It gives you a second.
Hero, I would say a 2 at best.
That's about right.
Banjo-Kazooie, oh boy, how could I not give? How can I not give these boys anything higher than a 5? Like,
To be honest, I was kind of expecting us to get an alternate costume, but it was going to be the nuts and bolts design. I was hoping for that, to be honest, because I would have played as it.
Terry Bogard, I love King of Fighters, so that's another 5. You can tell I'm giving a lot of 5s.
Yeah, because you're very liberal with your 5s. I'm very judgmental with it.
But then we get to Byleth. Okay.
Yeah, well, I know you're gonna give it like a 10, right?
No. No, I'm gonna give it 100. No, I'm just kidding.
100 out of 5.
Byleth definitely deserves a 0. And you want to know how? Oh my gosh, the way I found out about this was fucking hilarious. See, what happened was, I was asleep. I woke up early because this was at the time when I was working, when I had my job. At the time, I was getting dressed to go to work, and I had my phone on, just so I can like see the fucking the direct and shit.
Yeah.
So I can see like the character reveal. I was on my way to go to Wawa, get my food, to get my food for the big reveal and shit. Well, to get my food for work, and at the same time I was watching the stream. Luckily, I managed to leave the house a little earlier than usual, so which gave me enough time to watch the stream while I wait for the doors to open. And then by the time I made it to the parking lot to my job, the stream started. I was watching it, and then the moment I saw Byleth, I was fucking laughing hysterically. I was like, oh, the Smash fans are gonna be pissed.
I didn't even see. Here's the thing: is I don't even care that it was a sword fighter. I just didn't want another Fire Emblem because we had so many. I don't
like on the outside. On the outside, like I was laughing, but on the inside, I was fucking mad.
I would have, like, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't care if it's a sword fighter. I would have been fine if we would have gotten, I don't know, Lloyd or any sword fighter from any third or first party character that series that isn't represented or is underrepresented, but another Fire Emblem character, a 8th one. I was like, Fire Emblem's got 8 characters, Sakurai, why? And Kirby has 3, Earthbound has 2, Captain F-Zero still has 1. Come on.
But yeah, but Byleth was a 0, definitely. Now, if we're talking Fighter Pass 2. So far, it's 3 for me for Min Min. Sorry, Aunt. I mean, she's great, and I do like the idea of.
She's gonna hate my
but it's still 3 for me. Minecraft Steve. Okay, I'll admit, I wasn't with it at first, but after a while, I was like, you know what? I think I like this. You know what? I think I like this a little more than I should. So that one also gets a 3. Sephiroth easily gets a fucking 5. Sephiroth easily gets a 5. Pyro and Mithra, a 4, because I actually did love playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So I can accept those two.
Well, let's
And
see.
I'm gonna make a prediction and say that character that the next one's gonna be a 5 and the next one's gonna be a 2.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
we'll see. I think I really do think there's going to be a bonus. I think there's going to be a bonus, but I think there's going to be one final bonus that's going to come after the final character. Like Sakurai is going to be like, all right, this is the final Fighters Pass, but we have one bonus character that we will be that we want to reveal, and they'll reveal the bonus character like because they want to end it off on a very big way. So they'll reveal the final bonus character, and then that'll be it. What?
Grant, I'm about to continue progressing to the story, so go ahead and say your ratings while I for the characters that we have for the second Fighters Pass while I make my way to the next save point, because judging by what time it is, the next one that I'm about to do after you finish that one will be the last one for the day before I go to bed.
All right. Well, let's see here. Should I say the? All right. For Min Min, alright, so Anthony's gonna hate me for this. 1 out of 5. I'm sorry, I don't like ARMS. It was a very boring game to me, so when I saw that it got... here's how I felt about it. You know, I'm maybe being a little too harsh. I'll give it a 2 as well, and the reason why is, like, 1, I wasn't excited for the character. It was a surprise, because I didn't think it was gonna happen. But I wasn't excited for it when they announced Min Min. I wasn't excited for Min Min when they got announced. I was just like, alright. But at the same time, I give it credit for being a brand new series and not another Pokemon character, so I was happy that it wasn't Pokemon. But what made me really disappointed by it was the fact that, because I was like, well, please let it be Springman. Because if it's Springman, that means that assist trophies can become characters later on in the game. And I was like, that gives the Waluigi and maybe like Skull Kid or some other assist trophy like Zero or Shovel Knight a chance at being a character as DLC. But that didn't happen. We got Min Min, so I was just like, oh well, it's still a new series, but it's not really what I didn't really care for it. The next one, which is Steve, I didn't have a overall hype for it, but I was like, part of me knew that it was going to happen because Vergaben kept saying so much about Minecraft. He kept saying, we're going to get Minecraft related content. He didn't say he knew what it was, but he said it's going to happen. So I was like, well, when is it going to happen? And here it did happen. But I guess I'd give it a 4 out of 5 because, like, I don't hate the character being in there. I do like it. It's a new series, but, like, it's not like it's... I guess it's not like on the same level as like Banjo was.
A lot of people say that Minecraft's that Steve was one of those no duh characters because and they're saying this because like of course Steve's was going to be in the game. Like why wouldn't he? It's a massive selling franchise. Why wouldn't he be in the fucking game?
Sephiroth is a 5 out of 5, and I kind of like debating and giving it a 4 out of 5. The reason why is because I like Sephiroth, and I'm glad that there's another villain in the game that's third party too, because we need some third party villains, to be honest. That's why I was hoping like maybe M. Bison or Eggman would get a chance in, but you know.
Back to this area later.
But
all right, say your last one because I also realized that we've been on this conversation for quite a long, like the entire episode. So.
Well, yeah, but the last one, which is Pyro Mithra, I'm giving that a 3 out of 5. Mainly because I'm not a huge fan of Xenoblade Chronicles, but at the same time, I'm glad that it has 3 characters now instead of 1. So, and I was kind of hoping for Rex instead, but you know.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the moral of the story is Byleth and Core are the worst characters to be added to Smash Brothers, and Sakurai and Nintendo should be ashamed of themselves.
No. I would say Nintendo more than... Well, anyway,
Just kidding.
Yeah, alright, and all I know is that We need another F-Zero character. I mean, come on. That's it.